Big Boys Neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. He is back, and we've been waiting on this. DL Hughley. DL, welcome back to the neighborhood,
man. It takes a long time to get here, man.
Yeah. What you mean, as far as just...
When you leave, see, because you leave late, early, or so early, there is no traffic.
Right.
But I catch that, man, when you're going to come to Big Boys Neighborhood, after the neighbors are there, that's when it's rough.
Yeah. Well, you made it here, though. And thank you,
I'm always
brother.
going to make it here.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
it's a great
it,
place
bro.
to be. First off, every day I wake up, I'm like, I'm glad I ain't puffy.
Right.
Ooh, man.
Oh, my God, man.
Damn.
Like
he started there. Jesus.
He went from a private jet to a bike.
I'm not in Miami, no, for real.
From a private jet to a bike.
He was riding that bike.
That's true.
Now, you know, hey, man, I haven't trusted Puffy since he came up with Peach Ciroc. And I was like, any nigga that come up with peaches and vodka.
Oh, man.
But
suspect.
Remember the district, I mean, the prosecutor with the evidence of the AK-47 with the serial number scratched out.
Yeah, man. How do you have that still?
1,000 bottles of baby. Nick Cannon got 900 kids and he ain't got 1,000 bottles of baby.
Hey, man, and I tell the neighborhood, I'm like, man, just with patterns of growing up, like we were homeless. We lived in a motel at one point, and they used to give you these pink soaps.
Yeah.
So if you go to my crib, I have a lot of soaps. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of toothpaste, but man.
Listen, KY
I told him
jelly,
even Johnson & Johnson don't have 1,000
nobody has
bottles
that.
of bottles.
Best Buy,
baby oil.
Walmart's like, we ain't got that.
Yeah, and you see how Costco did them.
No.
Costco was like, we don't stop it.
Between you, Nick, and Elon Musk, we ain't got no baby oil.
Yeah, man.
Then the KYJ, but the 800 dildos. Like, I want to know who is the dildo wrangler.
They said they found 800. Hold on.
I never heard about that.
They found 800.
Yes, they said 800 dildos.
No, bro.
Like, yeah, and all the women. No wonder my dildos on back order. I have to mess with the rows now.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's when you look at Amazon. When you like, Amazon, 8 weeks.
Yeah. Somebody on
Amazon.
Amazon.
Here the next day.
Yeah, what is this, the new iPhone?
Yeah.
Some seller on Amazon made a lot of money.
Yeah. I gotta wait till November 6th through the 11th.
They got Bill Cosby, they got R. Kelly, and they got Diddy. They done messed around and arrested the 90s. If you've been on Nick at Night, you going to jail.
Oh, wow.
I'm serious.
Yeah, man.
They done arrested the 90s, man. I never fucked with Puffy. Never. I never thought. I was like,
Right.
There was something.
Why not when everybody was
I just
there?
didn't think it was that dope.
Really?
I didn't. Like, the shit, like, why do I think it's dope to be in all white and have an orgy?
Did you know about, like, because I've been to Diddy's parties,
Yes.
right? Did you know about, like, Freak Off, even if you didn't know the title, did you know that things were
you would
happening?
hear stuff, but it just didn't appeal to me.
But you knew that things were happening.
I can't say I knew because in order to know, I'd have
not to know. But
I heard about it.
Because let me tell you, like, I've been to the 50th. He's been around my entire career.
Right.
So it'd be like, oh, you know, the BET after party, the
Right.
All-Star Weekend after party. I've been there, but I'm so glad too, DL, that I can look and say I didn't know. And you know, there's some people are nervous as fuck right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm literally sitting here and I am not nervous at all. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not nervous about that.
Yeah, same. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not saying that there's other bitch. I'm not saying that. But, it's some shit I go.
I'm not nervous about this party. Yeah,
because to me, it had never appealed to me. I have been places and I went. This seemed, and I ain't no Bible thumper or no shit like that.
right.
But I like the devil is here. I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
nah. You know, it's places that you go where it seems just dark, and I'm like, nah. Like, so I never, like, my kids used to get up. Why don't you go here? And how come you don't do it? And everybody going here. And how come you? And
Yeah.
I didn't. I never. It never
And the
sparked
thing
it.
with me too, bro, is I built a comfortable house. I love to go home.
Yep.
I love staying at home. So even when there's like everybody's going to this, like, I don't need to be there. And I think that's what saved me in my career as well. Or not even my career, just saved me as a human being. Is that I know how to go home and I didn't just have
here's
to
the
be
thing.
there. What about when people say that there's conspiracies there? Do you believe any of those?
Listen, I'm willing to believe, because obviously there have been a lot of things regarding the judicial system that just have not squared, right? But the same people that don't believe years of investigation, right? thousands of witnesses, dozens of pages of charges and allegations, and they don't believe that, but they do believe that Kamala Harris is a prosecutor that arrested people from weed. See, you get to choose what you believe.
Right.
Wow.
You don't believe what you see, but you believe what you hear on the internet.
Hey, man, do you trip off of how crazy that is now? Where you'll say, like, I just look at certain things and I'm like, that's what you believe. I had a doctor, and some people think that it's like, oh, it's just somebody that's, from down south. And, it's like people in positions
that want to believe, like anything you want to know. Like when Janet Jackson says, oh, she's not really black. I mean, it's weird for you to question somebody black when you're doing it through the nose of a white woman. That's really weird.
Wow.
Like
she came back and retracted though.
No, she didn't.
Oh,
no,
no.
she didn't. No, she fired the dude that did retract it. No, she didn't.
Are you serious?
Yeah. But
because
look it up.
Oh, man.
She fired him. When you look like this, is the thing. Kamala, you see a baby picture of her, she look like every black girl I've ever seen growing up. Janet don't look like Penny no more.
Right?
She don't, man.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what was in that iron, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
Penny from Good Times. You gotta watch it.
doesn't.
It's a whole episode,
So
man.
I just the things that people say, like now there are people who are shooting meteorologists because they believe Democrats control the weather.
Yeah, man. I saw that where they were talking about how they're creating hurricanes to keep people from voting.
That's
And
crazy.
You control the weather. And maybe if they do control the weather, they learned it in a book. You ban, you idiot.
yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
And what about Trump when he said they're eating dogs? And my man was like, I saw it on TV.
Yeah, which is ironic to me because black people don't even walk dogs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Have you ever seen?
I know. Growing up, we didn't. I know.
You ever see a black dog
didn't.
break out the gate and don't know where to go, so he go back home? I guess I let him chain me back up to the clothesline.
Hey, man, I know growing up, it was 7 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I never heard my mom say, can somebody walk the dog?
Never.
Yeah,
Ever.
man, I never.
You would chain your dog up to the clothesline, put a big ass bowl of food, big ass bowl of water, and when you came back, that nigga was wrapped around the pole like this.
It's always the immigrants of color.
Mm-hmm.
Like even with Trump, his wife is an immigrant.
My manager's an immigrant.
Right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Canada.
Yeah, man. But that's crazy.
It's not even all that crazy. It is how the idea of us. Like, we want our country back. Black people didn't just come here. We didn't get on a cruise. Like, it wasn't a job fair.
Right.
People came to do jobs you wouldn't do. Even in the other iterations, this is the thing about America. They always needed somebody to come and do work no one else would do. But then they need what they want is for them to come, work, and leave, not become political forces. But like I hear immigrants are taking all the jobs. Name me the job you see a legal immigrant doing. You go, I should be doing that right there. I want to do that.
Yes.
Only reason I'm a little mad is as a black man, they didn't show up during slavery. If they would have, we'd got some time off. Like, thank God you got here when you did.
Do you ever say, how do we arrive here?
No.
Because even with politics, man, politics is so dirty now, man. Just the things that you can say and what you can get away with, like.
It's what you always wanted. It's what you wanted to have happen. Like, literally, this dude is dancing for 30 minutes.
39 minutes, huh?
Dancing.
My man's like, we're not going to talk. We're not going to answer any questions. Hey, I love when you do that.
Yeah. Here's the thing that's funny. Kamala Harris laughs during a press conference. They say that that's indicative of her having mental decline, right?
Mm-hmm.
He dances for 39 minutes. Is not.
Right.
Listen, I know dementia when I see it because my daddy had it, and he used to dance. So every time music came on, he started dancing. I'm like, wow.
Dementia.
Close your robe.
You see the signs.
Oh, man.
That's another
You're
sign.
like, this familiar. This familiar. You know?
You're like, remember
If
at
you
one
put
point,
on same old song by the Four Top.
They did this. They did this. PBS did this thing, and there were these people, these patients who hadn't spoken for like, and they hadn't spoken. When music would come on, they'd be they would do that. That reminded me of that.
Oh man,
This
And
makes
the
sense.
the little rock
man.
and the little point to somebody
Come on,
that's not
man.
even there.
Right.
No, man. Yeah,
That used to
39.
be where Mama lived,
Hey,
but that's
man,
not now.
Let me tell you what was crazy about that. I didn't see the entire rally. I watched it on the news.
Right.
And the newscaster is a piece of shit because they set it up so well.
Right.
Because they was like, yeah, and he danced and then
Right.
they came back and they said, and it went on for
39
minutes. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Even 30 seconds of this
Yeah.
is awkward. That's
Right.
just like if you came out
Yeah.
on stage and they're like, DL Hughley,
Yeah.
and you just had the DJ
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
You like,
See how
all
that
right.
go.
Yeah.
See how that go.
Yeah, man. People the next day would be, man.
White people ain't dance that much on American Bandstand.
When you saw that first debate, were you
I had just got off the plane with him.
with who?
Biden.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In May of that year, I just got off the plane with him. But I think that, but I remember Kamala. I knew it was gonna be a different debate because when they first. She walked across her hand, shake my hand, bitch ass nigga. I was like, oh wow, this is gonna be a different one.
Yeah. She walked across.
She black. Why would you debate a black one? I've been married 40 years to a black. I ain't never won one debate. Why would I do that?
and on CNN and
Come
multiple
on now.
outlets.
Did you tell that to your bitch? Wolf Blizzard right here, baby. You can't.
Hey man, what about when he was sitting with the sisters in, was it Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Chicago.
Chicago.
Yes.
And he thought that he was gonna get like support, and he was like, "Oh yeah, now
black
she's black.
jobs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now she's black."
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like,
when she said, here's the thing, the whole she was raised in Oakland, right? And I ain't talking about the Oakland we have now, where white people live in.
right,
I'm talking
right,
about Oakland.
hell yeah.
Seminary and all, where Oakland. She went to HBCU. She pledged AKA, and she had a boyfriend named Willie. Now, if that ain't black,
Right.
then if you need further proof, she loved nacho cheese Doritos. She worked at McDonald's.
Yeah, man.
And her daddy left her mama. Now, come on now. You can't come on, man. All you need is sickle cell. You betting 1,000.
Hey man.
Wow.
But it's a whole different breakdown, man. And there's so many news outlets, and not even just news outlets. Now with social media,
It's crazy.
yeah, social media creates a whole different world,
does,
bro.
And you can make things that are obviously wrong. And I think I think that nobody should be able to say these things without us knowing who they are.
Right. Hey man, when you look at like rallies and everything, bro, and I don't try to do a lot of political talk, you know.
What did you think would
people-
happen when I came here, baby?
Yeah,
Come on
yeah.
now.
No, that's why I
Come
brought you
on,
in,
baby.
But when you look at rallies and you see like the brother or somebody that's behind Trump, what do you think when you see the strategically placed blacks behind them too?
Well, here's what I will say. This is not me. Look at one rally, and they're telling you who to hate, and saying deport them all, and saying to who to hang and who to get rid of, and who's your problem. And the other one is telling you how they're gonna help you. One is aspirational, one is blame, and that's just a true assessment of it. What is it you want? Like, because even if for the last month, all you've heard is Venezuelans are taking over apartment buildings, right?
Right.
Haitians are eating dogs,
Right.
and FEMA's cheating you out of the money, right?
Mhm.
How does that pay you for groceries?
Right.
How does that put gas in your tank?
the economy?
How does that make the economy any better? What it does is give you somebody to blame. It gives you somebody to hate. For some reason it happened. And a lot of people are satiated by that.
What about the people that say Kamala doesn't answer the questions?
Well, then I'll say this. You let a goofy-ass white dude dance for 39 minutes while they at a press conference and you telling me that? Like, here's the thing. And I said this earlier, she is looked at a certain way for just laughing.
Right.
Do you know why there is a psychology behind laughing? You ever heard of the story, the expression, more fun than a barrel of laughs?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that comes from parts of the Midwest and the South where black people had to laugh in barrels because white people didn't want to see them laughing.
Gotcha. Damn.
Because laughing seemed subversive to them. It seemed like, why are you laughing when there's so much you don't have to laugh about? It seemed like it was subversive. And you see that same thing in her. Remember how angry they would get when she would laugh?
What do you feel about comedy today?
I think it's it's like rap today or TVs today. Or
Right.
movies today.
It's
It depends
different.
on where you stuck at.
Right. Gotcha. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's real though, because you'll see people where it's like, and I'm pretty sure DL, you come from a lot of, signing up, getting in.
That's it.
Multiple nights if you
Yes.
could,
Yeah.
go to a different
Right.
comedy shop and put your name down.
Yeah. It's still like that a lot.
Yeah, but a lot too is the device. You'll see some people, like one comedian asked me, he said, man, ask DL what he feel about like crowd work comedians. You know what I'm saying?
I think that I love the art form so much. I love all kinds of it.
I heard that.
Like, to me, it's like a food court. I like all of it. I like all of it. I love the idea that the art form I love so much is going to stay alive because it's going different directions that I'm incapable of seeing.
Wow.
Like I don't have that perspective.
What keeps you out there? What keeps you so active? Because it's
love it.
obvious, man, you one of the kings.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love what I do. I love this. You come one day. You'll see these. I get in the back. I have me a drink, smoke a big cigar, and I bring up some of the baddest young. Like it's women that'll come. Like they don't ever put me up somewhere. Well, you go up here
Right. And that's Wednesday nights at the
every
Ice
Wednesday
House?
night at the Ice House. And
Man,
I'm telling you,
why was that important to you to do that kind of night when you didn't have to?
because I want people to have a place that I didn't used to have.
Mm.
If you tell if another comic talks about another comic, he ain't going on. If you are disrespectful to another dude
Wow.
doing what you do, it's gonna be weeks before you go back on.
Didn't Eric do something like that though?
Huh?
Didn't Eric Blake do something like that?
But,
Didn't he come
no,
on
but
that?
he didn't. He didn't. But Eric's fucking
Right.
That's a nigga right there. I don't know. I ain't got. He shouldn't be allowed anywhere.
Right.
But no, what he did was, I'm talking about if somebody's having a set or they're not as like
Right.
there's this whole.
You talking about like comedy beef, right?
You
for real,
can't
for
do
real.
that. Look. It's hard enough in the world, and I'm not trying to create no panacea. I understand that, but it got to be some place where you can have a drink, talk some shit. And here's the thing: everybody get $100. Everybody get a free drink.
Hey
Right,
man,
on
in
top of it.
comedy, is 7 minutes hard?
It's hard if you got a lot, and it's hard if you got a little.
Explain.
It's hard. Like if you, it's almost like it's almost like a cheesecake factory menu. It's so many choices.
Right.
So many choices. And it takes a long time when you got a lot of choices, and it takes a long time when you got a McDonald's menu, a few
Got
choices.
it.
It's the same shit, but you can. So even if you have a large lexicon of things to draw from, you know what? The nigga that take the longest to get ready is the one that got a lot of clothes.
Right. That's true.
And the other dude take a long time to get ready. Is a nigga got a few.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
I think a lot and a little are really the same thing. So it's hard to find 7 minutes that you think goes with this. It's hard to find 7 minutes if you don't have it. So I think it's
because there's spots out there, man, but it's like you don't have a lot of great places to work out right
No.
now. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's crazy because I remember even like how you would say like Maverick Flats, Comedy Act Theater, like
West,
they
Birdland West.
There were spots.
Wiz.
You know, even if you did, Comedy Store on open mic nights
I've
and
never been to
everything.
Comedy Store.
Never have.
Never.
Why did you not go to the
They
Comedy
didn't.
Store?
I wasn't. Hey man, this is the thing that people are not understanding. It didn't used to be like it is now. Black people had to go where they went.
Mm.
Remember, it was Carolina West.
Yes.
Used to work there. Remember the Golden Tail. The Golden Tail, we would all rush. It was a club on El Segundo. We would all rush to get there because between 1:30 and 1:45, they had to clean the glasses up. And you would stand in the middle of the joint, and you would tell jokes for 2 minutes, and whoever was the funniest, they got $50. So it was no place for us to work. I never went to the Comedy Store because they would never let me there before. And by the time I was famous, I said, "Fuck them. I don't need to go now." So it's not. I've never. The only time I ever went was I had gone to dinner with Dave Chappelle, and he wanted to go by there, and we did. But that's it. But never.
Really?
I
Did
never-
you get on stage that
did.
night? Right,
I
because
did.
you was with Dave, and it was like, yeah, we here,
I'm
might
gonna
as
do it.
well.
But I didn't. It's not. There are a whole slew of people that were not raised in the traditional way, using the traditional mechanisms to get on.
Are you still kind of out on Thursday nights too?
So Thursday, I'll leave tonight. Tomorrow, I'll go. I'll leave tomorrow morning at 11. I'll fly to Vegas. I do a corporate gig for a company, corporate gig. Then I go to San Antonio. And then I'll be there till Monday. And then Tuesday, I'll go from San Antonio to Atlanta, spend the day with my grandchildren in Atlanta. Then Tuesday night, I do a summit for BET. And then I come home on Wednesday, and then I'll go to San Antonio
Jesus
on
Christ.
Thursday. San Jose on Thursday. That's how it is.
Do you ever forget where you are?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Nope.
Gotcha. And those
Just like I never forget nobody's name either.
Right. You don't?
You know.
Oh.
Hey, man, corporate gigs, are those harder?
No.
I always hear that they're harder because it could be a stuffy crowd or people.
Well, I don't care. I still get the money. It's
Yeah,
already
okay,
in.
yeah. You're like, yeah.
Laugh or not, nigga, it's mine.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Like, it's not like they're going to be deducted.
Right, we gonna do. Oh,
Like, yeah.
you were so outlandish. Well, I was outlandish for my time.
Yeah,
I did
man.
that.
What
No.
kind of time do you do when you do like corporate art?
This
Are
was
you an
gonna
hour
be-
man or 30 minutes or?
I gotta do 15 minutes and then do like shake hands with people and all that kind of stuff.
Damn,
I remember
heard that.
Jay Leno used to get me corporate gigs all the time.
Jay Leno?
He used to get me corporate gigs all the
Nice.
time. and I would go. They stopped because you can't talk like you do. Like you say, you can't say the things you do on stage. So I had
You had to learn.
3 corporate gigs, and Jay Leno never got me another one.
Oh,
After that.
really?
Oh, damn.
Like,
No.
you didn't know, you didn't read the room well, or what?
I didn't care about the room, man. I didn't
This
care.
easy money. Yeah, this easy money, man.
Yeah.
I remember when Charlie Murphy was like, "Fuck y'all, I got my check."
That's it. But I've had some great ones. It's just
Right.
to me, the art form is what it is. I think it's like a meal at Taco Bell. It's all the same ingredients, just folded a different way.
Right.
It's all the same
Yeah.
shit. It's a chicken burrito cheese, whether you fold it in a taco or
Right.
a fucking
Yeah,
nacho,
man.
whatever it is, same shit. Same ingredients, same shit, different days.
DL Hughley in the
That's
neighborhood,
me,
man.
that's
Thank you so much, man. Once
Thank you,
again,
man.
DL Hughley in the neighborhood, Big Boys neighborhood.